Hey y'all, today we are talking about a brand new line from Physicians Formula. This is called Natural Defense. I got the foundation and the concealer. These are what the boxes look like. Let's talk about the concealer first. There's 12 shades to this. They're not all available on Ulta yet, but I'm sure that they will be. This says Sheer Line of Defense Foundation, a lightweight sheer to light foundation that blurs, protects, and perfects with our exclusive complex for a smooth, flawless complexion. This miracle blurring formula features our 360 Total Defense Complex to defend against harmful sun rays. I love that. It has SPF in it, blue light, and pollution, helping to reduce the signs of aging, uneven skin texture, dullness, and imperfections. This has SPF 30, blue light defense, it says radiation protection filter, and pollution defense. It says it's another filter. The concealer is actually a little bit different, and I actually really like that. The foundation is supposed to be sheer to light. You guys will see how it all works in the video and what I think the coverage can be built up to. But this is a lightweight medium to full coverage concealer that blurs, protects, and perfects, again with their exclusive complex formula, blah blah blah. This miracle blurring formula features our 360 Total Defense, the same thing I just said. Also, again, SPF 30, has the blue light defense and the pollution defense. So the difference between the two is this is supposed to be light coverage, this is supposed to be pretty well full coverage. So I like how they did that. You could always get a darker concealer instead of it being kind of highlighty. You could get one that matches your skin tone, and if you have dark spots, redness, whatever you need to correct, you could use the concealer that is the shade of the foundation and dot it on, whatever you needed to do. So that way you have a really sheer light base and just put the coverage where you need it. I absolutely love that about this. And I love that, you know, we are always on our phones. So I love that it has, you know, blue light protection and of course pollution. But yeah, this really, really intrigued me. So you guys know I had to get it, try it out. We have it on the face now. If you are new here, I always use natural light. So what you see is what you get. You see all of my imperfections. Nothing is blurring it out. Lights aren't making it look better. This is it. All of my redness and pores included. So yeah, you guys see everything the way I see it. So if you are interested in this new foundation and concealer, I hope you subscribe and click that bell, and let's hop in. So it is crazy cold in here, so I have to have my cardigan on. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys, we are going to really have to bronze up the skin. When I ordered this on Ulta, they had 3 shades. 3. So this is going to be too light. They actually have a 4th shade now. They may have more. I haven't looked today. But yes, on Physicians Formula's website, they have 12. So maybe we'll get there. But yes, this is in the shade light to medium. I'm at least a medium. We're going to make it work, hopefully. So I am going to just squeeze this all over the skin. How weird. What a weird pump. Like that's what? The pump is like nothing? There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, just kidding. I'm going to put this on the back of the hand. Hold that thought. I can tell you right off the bat, this is heavily fragranced, which I'm kind of shocked because Physicians Formula is normally on the cleaner side, but it is fragranced for sure. And my face is a lot lighter than my body, so it'll probably look like it matches my face a bit better than it actually does. But this is supposed to be sheer to light coverage, so I'm going to use my brush first, and then I'll probably build it up and use a sponge. Holy moly, this is fragranced. Whew. That might be a migraine waiting to happen for me. Wow. Yeah, definitely light coverage. Nice glowy finish. Just dabbing what's left on my hand on the face. I'm just gonna kind of push it in. I did use quite a bit of product to get it all over the skin. I just got this e.l.f. sponge, and this baby's huge. It gets so much bigger, but it feels good. Feels pretty good. Let's put this in our trouble areas and see how much we can build it. It's still a pretty thick consistency. You can see it does not move on my hand. It's not runny, and I don't really like super runny foundations anyway. So I really like the consistency, and I've actually been liking less coverage lately. So we will see. I mean, I want enough to where it definitely looks like it's covering something, but I like it so far. And what's odd, and I kind of like it, the concealer is supposed to be full coverage, where the foundation is sheer to light. So I kind of like that. I should have got a darker shade in the concealer, and we could have used that to spot conceal, but I didn't think that far ahead. So this is what we are working with. So here's up close, of course, in all natural lighting. You guys see it exactly how it is. And I'm kind of shocked because I think it looks beautiful. I would say we got a almost medium coverage. Like, it looks pretty good. The undertone is not great for me, but once we have the whole face on, I think it's gonna work out. Concealer time. This one's actually a little different. You pull the cap off and you twist this open. So this is open, twist it back, and it's closed. It comes out of the little tip there. I at least like that it closes, so it's not going to just come out whenever it is, you know, in your travel bag. This is the shade Light. I can't not getting any out. Okay, maybe I closed it. There we go. So this feels pretty dang thick. There we go. And normally I do like a concealer. Whew, that's light. I like a concealer that is brightening, but this might be too brightening. But we'll see. We're gonna try to make this work. It's really hard to come out of here. Like, you see me pushing the absolute crap out of this and nothing is coming out. Like, watch, now it's finally coming out and I have so much pressure on this. Yeah, either I got a faulty one or this packaging is awful. Awful. You guys, it will not come out. Oh my gosh, the littlest baby bit came out. I don't know why this thing will not work. This is closed. This is open. There, oh, now we have some. Wow. Yeah, this applicator is awful. I don't know why they just don't put them in a regular doe foot. Grab the same sponge. Start to press this in. This is definitely light. I got light to medium and that's just light. But wow, it is light. And the lighter the shade is for you, the less it's actually going to cover. You want a shade that is closer to your skin tone. Whew, that's stark. That is stark. But even with this shade being far too light for me, the coverage is still on point. Like, wow. Holy cow. I'm definitely gonna order the medium shade in the foundation, even though it doesn't look bad. Like, it definitely oxidized a bit. But this, the concealer, I definitely need to go up at least a shade or two. Like I said, that's light, but maybe with everything on, it'll just look like a bright under eye. We'll look more awake today, okay guys? We're just gonna look more awake. But I'm telling you guys, like I said, the coverage is normally less when it is too light for you. And this coverage is bomb. Like, wow, bomb. I'm gonna try just to see if it builds up. On a regular day, I would not build this up because the coverage is full coverage. It is most definitely full coverage. But just to see if it builds up, I'm going to add just a little bit more and see if it does build on itself. Oh yeah, it does. We are at super full coverage now, even with this crazy light shade. Okay, I have a weird spot right here on my cheek where it's breaking up a little bit. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It looks better, but it's still not good. It could be something to do with this sponge because I have never used the sponge before. So there's a good chance that it could be that. I am so totally shocked at how good this looks. And the foundation is setting on its own a good bit. I'm gonna grab a little bit of a liquid highlighter. If I could get my words out today, that would be great. And apply it right to the tops of the cheekbone. So here's the side with highlighter, and you can still see there's a beautiful glow even without highlighter. But of course we're gonna add highlight, like let's get real. I swear the past like year, maybe two, the drugstore has stepped up their game so much, it's crazy. Like you don't have to spend $30, $40, $50 on a good foundation. You just don't. Or pretty well any product for that matter. I love that. You guys know I'm a drugstore girl at heart. I love me some high end, but I love a good deal. I do. I love finding drugstore products that are as good, if not better, than high end. Like who doesn't love saving money? So it's not setting in the under eye weird. It looks very good, even though it is so full coverage. I would say it's demi matte, the concealer. It's definitely still a bit matte, but it is not like super drying matte, but it's definitely not super glowy either. So I'm gonna give this a few minutes to set completely, see if it is going to set completely, and then, because it's pretty set, but it's still just a smidge tacky. If I do have to set it, we'll talk about that when I come back. I'm gonna rub this off my lips because I can still smell the fragrance. That could be a really big downside for me. So I'm gonna wipe it off my lips, see if I can still smell it, finish up the face, and we will be back. Okay, lovelies, this is our full face. I did really simple, easy makeup. I did set the face with a little bit of Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil, little bit of actually Bare Minerals bronzer and blush. You guys seen the highlight. That was pretty much it. I did a really natural brow, threw on some brow gel, and just barely filled in my bare spots. And that's it. I actually really love this. I will say though, I had a little bit of separating. You guys seen this spot right through here. There was a little bit more right here, but it's not bad. I think I've got it kind of figured out. But yeah, this is it. We are going to see how long this wears, if it breaks down, all of that good stuff. So I will see you guys way later on tonight. Okay, so it has been 9 hours. And I would have kept this on longer, but we're gonna run out of daylight. So I had to come back on and show you guys how it's looking. And wow, wow, wow. I'm gonna grab my mirror here. Right here is an up close. Nothing has faded, nothing has separated. Of course, I reapplied my lip. I mean, yeah, but that is the only thing where I had to fix the separation here earlier. It looks great. This right here is my natural pigment. It's kind of always like that. When I go for a lighter look, you can kind of see it. That's not the makeup's fault, that's my fault. That's just the way my skin is, guys. But yeah, everything looks beautiful, honestly. So let's get into some details. Oh, I also forgot to tell you guys how much these were. So the foundation, sorry, is $15.99 and the concealer is $11.49. And that is still pricey for the drugstore. I get that. I mean, $15.99 for a foundation at the drugstore is still on the higher end side. But that's one thing that Physicians Formula, they're always that way. It's always more pricey. But I will say a lot of times the ingredients are better, things like that. So I really don't mind paying that. Plus at the drugstore, you can get them buy one, get one, or buy one, get one half off, things like that. So no big deal there. I will say the biggest downside for me is the fragrance. I do not like the fragrance at all. And I forgot to tell you guys when I had the full face and came back, it does dissipate. It's not as strong as it is to begin with, but I could still smell it a little bit. But after a couple hours, I didn't really smell it at all anymore. Thank goodness. Will I still wear this? Absolutely. I think we definitely got to a nice medium coverage. I like the way this feels. It definitely has some moisture in it, but it's not super dewy. Definitely not matte. It's more of a natural finish, but has some glow to it naturally, but it's not super sticky or tacky. I've had my phone to my face. It doesn't rub off. I did lightly set it with just a little bit of Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and it really didn't change it too much, but the wear has been absolutely amazing. I really like this. I'm definitely going to continue to wear it. The shades are weird. I mean, this is light to medium. It definitely oxidized. I will probably pick up the medium shade just because it will match me better right now. And it's not that off. Like, you guys can see my chest and everything, and it's really not that off once it did oxidize. But I would just watch with your shade, given it does have some give and some play to it where it's not full coverage. So this I highly recommend. I love the foundation. Of course, if anything weird happens, you guys know I'll always update you in the description box. The concealer. I definitely want to get a darker shade. This was still a little bit too light for me, but the concealer is beautiful, full coverage, but I have to say I hate the applicator. Plus, I can still get the NYX Born to Glow for cheaper, and hold on, there's a lot more in this than the NYX Born to Glow, but this one I would say it has a bit more coverage right off the bat, but it's a bit thicker. It's not as easy to blend out as the NYX. I know I keep comparing everything to the NYX, but right now it's just my favorite. I love it. But this, honestly, the applicator is so bad and so hard, and maybe, like I said, maybe I got a bad one, but it's so hard to get out of this tube. I don't really want to fool with it. The puff isn't bad, like it doesn't drag across the skin or hurt, but you guys see me trying to squeeze this out. Like, it's just not worth it. Is it a good concealer? The actual formula? Yes, I like it, but it's a struggle getting it out. So I would definitely prefer the foundation over the concealer. Also, this really smoothed out my skin. It didn't accentuate any pores, any texture. It really looks beautiful, and it does set down enough on its own that I do have the option to not set it if I don't want to. If I want to wear all cream that day and just powder my under eyes, I think this will still look great. I will wear it like that tomorrow, and I'll put it down below the wear time. But yeah, this is awesome. I love it. So yeah, if I forgot to say anything, I will definitely update you guys down below, but 9 hours and it still looks beautiful. I love it. So yeah, definite winner, definite winner. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, I hope you subscribe and click that bell, and I hope to see you, yes, you, in my next one. Bye guys.